A very, very good evening to you, viewers. Wow, a very good evening to you all. Welcome once again to viewers. Wow, a very good evening to you all. Welcome once again to viewers. Wow, a very good evening to you all. Welcome once again to viewers. Wow. A very good evening to you all. Welcome once again to viewers. Wow. Right. Apologies for the technical challenges. I'm not sure what is going on, but we will try. Right. Again. Apologies. Right, just bear with us, viewers, whilst I sort this out. Apologies. Thank you, viewers. Apologies for that technical issue. I hope that you can hear me now much better. Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Apologies for the technical issues. I hope that you can hear me now nice and clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, welcome to today's chat. It's been a privilege just to be here again. I don't take that for granted. Thank you very much all for joining us. Please do us a favor by sharing this program for us. This is a very, very informative program. So do us a favor by sharing it also so that others can partake in this program. So I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Pastor Flo, and I am a minister in Word and Song. I'm also a chat show host. As you can see, I am an online and an in-person event host. I'm also a speaker. I'm an author of 2 books by God's grace. And as you can see right now, this is one of the things that I do. I wear many hats. Um, so I am here tonight with a fantastic woman who wears many hats as well. By the way, if you would like to come on this program, I just forgot, if you would like to come on this program to share any good thing that you are doing, maybe in your community, if you have a charity that you are promoting, please do not relent. Kindly please do contact me, Floris Lyman at gmail.com, and the number you can reach me on my WhatsApp is also there. Thank you very, very much. So we are moving on. As you can see, our topic for today is eye care insights. eye care insight. I love that. Insights into eye care. You can turn it the other way around. A conversation with an optician. It takes an optician to give us those kind of information. I'm not an optician, so I will be lying to you if I want to give you insights. It will just be based on my own opinion. So I have the right person here today who is going to be taking us through, certain ways in which we can maintain our eyes. See how important our eyes are. We need them for various purposes. So we need to look after ourselves. Health is wealth. So in this area of our eyes, we are going to be receiving some insights today. The reason why I have encouraged you to please share this video. So thank you very much. I am going to bring this fantastic woman. I think I met her. It's beautiful how you find yourself amongst other people and you get to network. That's the beauty of belonging into certain groups. You get to network. You might not click with everybody, but you get to meet, you get to connect with certain people, various professionals, everybody doing great and awesome things in their area of field and also in ministry, in various ways. I think that's one of the ways in which I met this fantastic woman. And ever since, we meet, we know how to have fun. We relate so well together, and I admire her, for the many things that she does. So I'm going to introduce our guest to you, Dr. Osa. I call her Dr. Osa, but I'm going to let her introduce herself to you fully. So over to you, Dr. Osa. Welcome to the program. Please introduce yourself to the viewer.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Hello, am I still?
We can hear you nice and
Okay,
clear.
thank you. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Osayeti Agedu. As my lovely sister just said, popularly known as Dr. Osa. I am a lover of God, my King, and I'm out for His kingdom. I'm a kingdom financier. I'm married with children. I'm a co-pastor of Kingdom Gospel Church. I lead the Highly Graced Women International, the women's ministry of Kingdom Gospel Church. I'm an optometrist, as they call us in the UK here, opticians. Yeah, so, and I'm actively mentored a lot of professionals in my field, empowering them to achieve their full potentials as optometrists and to excel in our career and in their careers. I'm the medical team leader of the Unique Women International, and I'm an accomplished author in a nutshell.
Wow, didn't I tell you that she wears so many hats? Thank you so much for that. All right, we're going straight into this. Dr. Osa, tell us about your passion. What made you pursue a career in IKEA? And the reason why I'm asking this question, yeah, you and I know that where we've come from, mainly Afro Caribbean background, yeah, many people don't go for this kind of profession. Mostly it will be nursing, general nursing, and again, we've come to this part of the world. Majority of people will go for nursing, lawyer, doctor, midwifery, accounting, you name it. But you have gone for, you're interested in seeing us having very good eyesight. So tell us your passion. Why?
Okay. Thank you very much. That's a very good question. It's an interesting one at that. I've always loved putting smile in people's faces. I'm passionate about just making people happy, feeling making them to just, look life like it's God on your side. There's nothing, even if you're weighed down with anything, come on, God is still God. Amen. So I've always been like that. And I grew up back home from Nigeria, and seeing my late dad, he had these eye drops that he was using every time. In the mornings he would put it, and I think I was a teenager at the time. So he's always saying that, oh, when he's running out of the drops, he'll tell me, oh, he needs to send a message to my brothers in another city. They need to get the drops for him. And I used to wonder. He now told me, yeah, that he's got glaucoma. That it was an Indian doctor that picked it up years ago, and it has to be something that he needs to use for the rest of his life. And I was, as a teenager, I didn't really understand much. I was wondering, what's this eye drop that is making him, that if he doesn't use it, he can go blind? I'm like, what kind of this, just this small little drop in something? How is it making my daddy's eye better? And when he's running out, he's immediately, as he's getting to towards the end of this, immediately sending to them, please, I need your eye drops. I need to get it before this one runs out. And that just got me thinking all through the years. I was like, I think I need to know about this thing, glaucoma. Yes, they said he was an Indian doctor, and I'm so happy he did, because he would have long time be blind before he passed. This was over 25, 30 years that he used these drops before he passed. God rest his soul, about 2012. So I got thinking about it. I just left it there. But every time we say, oh, get me my drops, and I see him using it, put the drops in his eyes. And he's like, oh yes, they said it has to be for lifetime. I kept it there. And also because I was like brilliant students here, because those days in primary school they were called, there was the head teacher. Then I had this report card. They were always say society again, because I took first in my class. Then I come out first again, first position in the class, and the society again. So my dad has always said, no, this one you are going to be a doctor. And all through my school, all through my time in the secondary school, I was always in the first class. First class are always the science classes. So while the other classes later, maybe from D and E, are like arts classes. So I've always had it in mind that I'm going to read the sciences. But when my dad keeps talking about doctor, I don't like seeing blood. That's another thing. But I kept saying, but I like the sciences, but I don't think I want to be a medical doctor. But I kept thinking about it. I said, God, what do I do? I really like to be a medical doctor. I want to please my parents as well, and I want to know more. So it was during that time, I think it was that few months or years later, one of my elder brother, he was already in the States, in America. He called in one day, I was asking about, oh, my career. I was trying to not get into the uni. And he was like, what do you want to do? I think you should go for optometry, because even dentists, even to set up on their own is very expensive. Just one seat alone is expensive. But an optometrist, you will be able to set up on your own, have your practice if you want to later in life. Immediately I just fell in love, and I said, that's it. And that's what I have to read as well, to know about this glaucoma drops that my dad has been using for years. So that's why I just fell in love with that. And immediately I took in for I was going to read for my uni, and that was my first choice, optometry. That was how I loved it up till now. I'm so happy that I think God just channeled me in that area. Reverend Nick Odiase, my elder brother, he's still in the States anyway. He just called me and just advised me. And up to then, he supported me all through school as well, get me the instruments I was using, even when I was in the uni. Yeah, so that's how I got into it. And as they say, the rest is history. And I'm still loving optometry till date. Yes.
Wow, it's amazing how we end up in our destinies. For example, career wise, because we are destined in all the different areas in our lives. And imagine, I know, again, typical African parents, they want their children to be doctors. But on this occasion, your dad was actually, prophetic, because not that as much as you wanted to please him, thankfully, you yourself loved it, because your dad had a condition, and you were inspired. Obviously, then it was not a happy situation for you to watch and see your dad, go through that challenge. So that actually motivated you to actually investigate. And it's amazing, because sometimes we are not in a particular situations, we don't tend to care about it. So that's another thing that I learned when, I've lost one or two loved ones to, a particular medical condition. And when I used to hear other people having those conditions, I just did not bother. But when it happened to me, I had to I got busy. I went to research. I started reading about it. I'm like, oh wow, this is what other people are going through. So you took it upon yourself, and you went and studied. I want to say, well done to that, and I believe that you have been progressing since. Okay, so this takes me to my next question. Why is it important to look after our eyes? Because you mentioned, just before you respond, you mentioned glaucoma, and this glaucoma thing, because of lack of proper treatment, especially where we have come from, a lot of our parents have gone blind. They didn't have to go blind, with the exception of mercy ship that goes around Africa and stuff, and sometimes they don't have the capacity still to respond to everybody's eye needs. But our parents they've lost their eyesight. Many people, because of lack of medical care or the appropriate one that could have just removed that thing. And sometimes maybe because of mindset again, some people don't want their eyes to be touched. What do you think about that, just before you answer this question?
Ah, those days I wish people, even now, it's so important. Let me just answer the question. Why is it important to look after your eyes? It's important to look after your eyes so you don't go blind. That's just the short answer to that question. So that you don't go blind. Like they say, the eye is the window of the soul. I've got a lot of patients that come to me that look, I need my eyes, I need to see. Even if I'm disabled, every other part of my body is not working. My eyes are very important. But for others, they don't take it. They just, when you tell them, oh, look at what's going on with your eyes, I need to refer you now, and they're just taking it in a very, laid back. And I'm thinking, do you want to go blind? You want you just close your eyes for a minute and look at how you feel that everywhere is dark around you. If it's somewhere you don't know, you just start groping in the darkness. So it's very important we take care of our eyes so we don't go blind, so we don't begin to depend on other people. When people that have been blind, how they lead them about and all of that. And I'm going to come to the care later, how we can also care for the eyes. Take good care of your eyes. Look after them. It is very important, so you don't become a liability, because when you go blind you become a liability. And also when there are so many diseases that can also that can come from the eyes, and also can run through the body, because we know that once anything is happening in one part of the body, the whole body responds. Like now, at times you're having headache, you feel like, oh, I need to go and I need to go and sit down, I need to go and your other bodies will start responding to it. So that's how it is with the eyes. Don't think, oh, it's just the two things or just on my head there, and whatever happens to it. No, no, no. Systemic things can also come down from the eyes to the other parts of the body. Even this headache that we're talking about at times because you're having your eyes are not right. Maybe you're supposed to be wearing glasses, you're not wearing them for the right purposes. You start having headaches. See over here, you look at the general practitioner, our GPs. They'll tell you once you go for headache, they'll tell you go for an eye test. They'll go and complain. They'll say no, no, no. Is it that you're not wearing something is wrong with your eyes as well? That's why you're getting the headache. So it's so many things that plays around. So that you don't get other complications around the body. So it's so important. Yeah, I'll rest it there.
Wow, thank you so much for that. I was just going to you know just clarify, just for us to clarify that, obviously there are some people who have found themselves in the situation of being blind, obviously for various factors. Maybe some people were born like that, some people maybe in an early stage, nothing could. So we are not talking about obviously this category of people, with all due respect, but we are talking about now that you have it is wide and open, how to look after it. Just just for us to clarify. Thank you so much, Doctor. So, can you tell us how often should individuals get their eyes checked, and what signs should we look for that might indicate there's a problem? You started mentioning some for headache and stuff like, because I have been on glasses every now and then. I was given a one for reading. I was given one for driving because I have, I think mine was short sighted or long sighted, whichever one, I can't remember, but I could not see signs from afar, especially at night. So it's only when they are close to me, and I notice whenever I've not worn my glasses for a while, it gives me a headache. Or when I'm wearing it back newly, because I think my nerves, everything is getting used to it, you know, I get the headache. But you are absolutely right. Sometimes I've had people share stories to say another medical condition was picked up just because they went for an eye check, maybe blood pressure, whatever. So please tell us, how often should we get our eyes checked? What are the signs we should be looking for that there might be an indication of other problems? Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you so much, Pastor Flores. Yes, and that's another very important question. How often do we need? I'll be speaking to us using the England standard here because I live here in the UK. In the UK, we have England, Scotland, and Wales. Those Scotland and Wales, they have their different times as well. So I'm going to be speaking because I practice here in England. Normally, the right standard would be any children under 16 should be seen yearly. Yearly checkup for children will be from like a day old to 16. So from 16 upwards, we call them adults. Yeah, so those ones can be seen every 2 years, especially if there's no problems, because there are some that we need to be seen earlier. So 16 to about 70, 75 is every 2 years test. Except we find something in their eyes that, oh, this is kind of, we need to monitor it more, then we can bring them in at times 6 months, at times 9 months, at times 12 months. But normally individuals from age 16 and above, they'll be seen every 2 years. Then individuals, that patients that are from the age of 40 and they have a family history of glaucoma, that's the immediate family, siblings, parents, just like I said about my dad just now. So I've had to be educating my siblings that all of us are above 40 now because I'm the last in the family. I celebrated 52 years ago. So every time I tell them, please go for an eye test yearly. It's very important because they can pick it up. It's hereditary. Glaucoma is hereditary. So we need to see them. And over here in England, it's free sight test. So anybody above from 40 years and above, and there's a family history of glaucoma, the immediate family, not maybe grandparents or uncles or aunties, but parents, brothers and sisters, it's a free eye test for every one of them because we need to pick it out. Some of them have gone to have glaucoma that we now have to start monitoring. Yeah, so anybody that's got over 40 and a family history of glaucoma is a yearly checkup. Then also for diabetic patients, these days we started with diabetic patients 2 years, but some of them are in this diabetic program, which is a different program the state have organized for them. That's once a year. So at times when we find out that there's nothing really wrong with this one, we can with this patient, then we can bring them in every 2 years. But also it can be a yearly checkup. Specifically, there's a diabetes screening program specifically made for them. So they've already told us that since they go for that program, we cannot make it every 2 years. But when I started practice over 10 years ago, the diabetic patient, I see them yearly. Okay, right. So for other places, even if I try to use the England standard for even back home, I tell them, please, there's a family history of glaucoma in the family. Please, I need you to be seen yearly. Go for a sight test, because everything a lot of people can be very laid back. So I give them the standard that I use here. So that standard can apply anywhere in the world. So 16 under 16, 2 years, 16 and above, under 16 a year, 16 and above every 2 years. Diabetic patients, if they are on the diabetes screening program, but most of the time, a lot of them, some of them are not, so we see them yearly. And anybody that is 40 years and above and a family history of glaucoma, immediate family, is a yearly checkup as well. So what are the signs to look at for that indicates a problem? In fact, there are so many things, we cannot exhaust it. But the few common ones I will talk about, just like I said before, you're getting headaches, eye strain, you're using your computer, you're like, oh, I'm having to blink, my eyes are getting sore. Please, those are the things. Please go and see your optometrist. You having a blurred vision at distance. It's like I can't see. Some people, so the bus that was coming, I couldn't see the sign or some road signs when I'm driving. Just like my sister was saying, Pastor Flores, you're actually short-sighted because if you cannot see things afar, because people miss it. They say, how is it that I'm short-sighted when I cannot see things as far? I say, yes, because things close to you is what you can see clearer. So you're short-sighted. But people that can see far, they are long-sighted. So that's how we say. Then you are having sore eyes, your eyes are irritating, at times they are burning. You see, some people say, my eyes are just burning. After I read it for a while or doing my computer, I really want to take my eyes off it because I am feeling the pain. You're getting redness and your eyes are itching. You're getting pain. You're having double vision. When you look at some things like, oh, you're seeing double of everything. Not that you're drunk, because of some of my patients on a lighter note. When I said, do you see double? They say, oh, after some pints. That's just by the way. That's how they relate it to me at times. I'm like, but you shouldn't be doing that. So you're seeing shadow or curtains over your eyes. Once in a while, just see as if there's like a blind thing, because a lot of them are seeing like that, and we've had to do an emergency referral because we know that eyes is shutting down. And one the other, they took me smoky vision from back home. I told her immediately. I started calling all my colleagues from here. Please, I need you to see her. At the end of the day, end stage glaucoma. That eye was already gone. She's already seeing with her peripheral vision. So those are things we should watch out for. If you just see anything different from your eyes, or you are straining to read, some people now, their phone, their arm is no longer long enough, and you keep pushing it forward and everything. I need to read, and you see them squinting. Please, those are the things to indicate that. Please, you need to go for a sight. It might not lead to blindness or anything. You're straining your eyes. That's why we are getting high eye strain. You're getting the headaches. You're having difficulties reading, and some children are beginning to, even in school now, they are not performing well because they can't see the board. But the parents are just like, oh, I can't be bothered. No, no, no. Nobody wears glasses in my family. I can't take this child. So please, I want to also plead with parents right now. Watch your children. Are they coming close towards to the TV, or they are reading, they are looking so close, or they don't even have interest in reading? Those ones that read very close, and it might mean that they are short-sighted, they need to see an optometrist, and if they need glasses, please dispense the glasses for them. And for those that are also now becoming academically, they are not sound anymore. This child used to be very brilliant. Please watch out as well. Is it that they are not seeing the board? They are not seeing what they are supposed to be seeing. So they are not, their attention span now wears off, and they cannot see and they cannot write properly. So those are kind of things. Indicate them. Look at your children. Look at yourself. Oh, why am I getting this eye strain? I can't be bothered. Please be bothered. Oh, I'm just seeing like smoke. Oh, somebody was like, oh no, maybe he saw it once, it went. And the next time you don't know what it is. But please, a lot of things, just like I said, you cannot exhaust it. But anything that is not right, you see, that wasn't there, that you feel, this is not right. Or you are looking at straight lines and they are going like that. We call them distortions. They are going wavy, and you are thinking, oh, maybe it's just me. If I clean my eyes, I'll be fine. And you go there again, maybe you're looking at the TV screen, and it's going like that, wonky. Please take yourself, just like I tell my patients, straight to the A&E. Maybe A&E is not in any other part of the world, but take yourself straight to the hospital or wherever they have an eye clinic. Go and check it out. It's better safe than sorry. Yes, so I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for when, when you were talking. It's just yesterday because I am in a season at the moment that I have to read a lot, read online materials and read books, and my husband saw me squinting. Now with my squinting, I don't know if it became a habit. I think when you're used to doing something, it now becomes a habit, even if maybe something's not wrong. So yesterday he found my pair of glasses. I just have to be honest. And I was laughing. I said, this is for me as well because I think I am due for a review, especially because I'm doing a lot of reading now. I might need, my glasses for reading. Um, so many things you've mentioned. First of all, there. Well, this was an observation that we have children for as young as 6, 7. They're already wearing glasses. When I was growing up in Africa, again, maybe people were not diagnosed, but I noticed there is a large proportion of that in this part of the world where we are. And also number two, this now goes for the adults or parents. You mentioned something that, so parents just don't have the time to take their children, and you say don't wait until something gets worse, which is what happens to us most of the time. And for the adults, because we have to pay now, it's not like before when everything is free. I remember maybe when I was pregnant, you get some of these things, you get an exemption, but now a lot of things have changed. NHS guidelines for so many things. Some people still have some concession, and because it has to do with money, many people don't go, not knowing that that's more money that we can spend. Sometimes we use that money to buy shoe, we use that money to buy bag, we use that money to buy, men use that money to buy gadgets, but go and spend it to look after your eyes. So please elaborate on this thing, the one with the children, the growing number of children on glasses, and why as parents we need to have the time, and also as adults, let's sacrifice that money, go and get ourselves checked on. Let's not wait. In my PG language, you say until the water has superseded the Gary. Over to you.
Thank you, Pastor Flo. Honestly, I've seen a lot of patients, a lot of parents that come in with the patient and they start apologizing to the child in the front in there, because I look at them, I said this child has been in this position for some time. I think this is for years or months, and they'll say yes. They've actually been complaining, and I see them go close to the TV. I just thought, oh, this person wants glasses. I said, even if you think they want glasses, let it be us, the optometrist. Let me judge. We've actually seen some children, because their friends are wearing glasses, they will be pretending. So we call them malingerers. So when they come for the test, I know that, oh, okay, this child. So we just pretend we put some glasses in there, just put a plain lens, and you see them, they'll read everything. So you think, okay, yes, I'll say there's a lens in there now. Start reading. So I'll now go to the patient. I'll now to the parent. I'll now say, you have friends that wear glasses? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to wear glasses? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So most of the time, I just tell the parents, there's a place you can get plain glasses for them, since that will make them to now be more active in school, because some of them, they might not want to read anymore. Oh, I need glasses, so they can't be bothered, and their academics is going down. So I just told them, go and buy these plain lenses. This child does not need any glasses. So they'll be happy. Thank you. Yeah, because they've just been telling me. I said, but at least I'm happy you brought them for a checkup. And there are some, they'll just say, okay. And thank God for schools. Schools are picking them out, which we are so grateful to. Primary schools, nurseries. Even the patient I saw yesterday, it was a nursery, a lovely 3-year-old girl. The nursery picked it that she can't see very well. That was when the mom now started looking at it as well. So that's why they brought the child. I looked at this and I said, yes, she has one eye is lazy. from the mom. The mom said, yes, I had a lazy eye, the same eye that was lazy. I said, you see, these things are hereditary. So I had to do the test, give the glasses to them, but I still referred her in case they want to do anything to correct the squint. Yeah, she's got that what we call what layman lazy eye, we call it squint, you know. So that was it. And I'm happy. The schools are picking them up and they are telling parents. They are sending letters. Oh, we just received, because I received the letter from the school anyway. Because then when you not tell, but this child has become, yeah, they've been complaining, but I just thought maybe they just it's just something that they want to just complain about because they're on the gadgets. That's why I love them. Please, when they come like that, please tell my child not to use the computer all the time. I think that's what is spoiling their eyes. I'm like, yes, that you can be right about that, but another thing is hereditary. You see somebody else in the family is using glasses. Maybe the parents or the siblings, they are short-sighted. They wear glasses all the time. There's every indication that that child, one maybe a child or two, or all of them, might start wearing glasses. So it's very important from age 4. Or if you look at this one, age 3, she couldn't read much, but she's a very brilliant girl. I put on the there's another chart we use for them pictures. Yeah, and she was like, oh, that's a person, an umbrella, this, you know. Then we have so many things we can use. I told them, even if you find anything, a day old, even in 6 months old, they can give them glasses in the hospital. We don't deal with that because we are with the multiples, we deal with community. But in the hospital, they give them glasses. You find out some children 3 months old, 6 months old, they're already wearing glasses because they picked it up. Is it that maybe they have the screen, the lazy eye, they were born with it? So please, and also parents, if the children are using the gadgets, yeah, they're on the social media, regular breaks. Some of them, they have to use it for their work because now in schools, I think the children are all going into laptops now, tablets, everything, assignments is on there. Don't deprive them of it. Let them use it. But after a while, I used to tell them maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, take a break. Look at something else. At least summer is upon us now. Let them go to the garden, look around, walk, do other things, watch the TV, or look to something that's far away so they can blink. Because the eyes are not blinking a lot when you're on the computer because it's all there and the eyes are all on it. It's not blinking. So blinking exercise as well. What I tell people. So parents, please, even if you didn't notice it from age 4 that they can read, but if you notice it before age 4, please take them to the eye hospital because with the community optometrists, we can only start from like 4 because when they can read the charts. The 3-year-old, I think she's going to be, in a few months time, she's going to be 4. So at least she had a bit of the idea of, okay, these are pictures, and she was able to know it. So please, parents, even if there's nobody that wears glasses in the family, even if, please take your children for sight tests. Just like I said, they've started apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry. In fact, you actually said it to they're apologizing to their children in front of me that says, see, I'm so sorry. She has been complaining of it, or he has been complaining of it. I didn't even know. I didn't even think. We just talked. Oh, no, you want to wear glasses? No. Let it be us, the optometrists, to decide. Does this child really need glasses? And we will let you know. If they don't, fine. If they need it, we will let you know. So please, it's very important from age 4. But if you notice anything before age 4, straight to the hospital. Yeah, so that's what I would say. Please, parents, let's cooperate with our children. Some of them are not doing well in school because they cannot see. There are some that have come back, they're like, wow, her grades have improved. I said, that's it. She can't see the board. And the teachers are saying, whoa, she's writing something else apart from what she's saying on the board. They bring them close to the front. Okay, they were at the back before. They bring them close. I always ask the parents, where do you sit the children? Where do you sit in class? Some say, oh, I sit at the back. Oh, they moved me. There are some that they moved me to the front. I still can't see. That's why their parents, the teachers will not tell their parents, please, your child is not seeing well. And I'm so grateful for schools that are picking them up. And so parents, please take your children, even if it's not just anything. I love some of them to say, no, there's nothing, but I just want them to, because they're first sighters. I said, thank you for bringing them in. There's nothing wrong with them. We'll see them back in a year's time. Or some of them will find out that one eye is weaker than the other. Let's give them glasses so that both eyes can work together. Yeah, so it's very important our parents will play a role in the lives of these children. Let's help them see well. Let's help them do well in school. Let's help keep all those diseases away. There are some that have actually had that disease. The eyes now went blind, and there's nothing we can do. But they come to the eye clinic and say, "No, this eye is already gone. There's nothing I can do about it. Anything chemicals or things putting in the eyes, please." We'll come to that in a minute. Talk about the hygiene and all of that. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for explaining that. So I know that there is a fashion bit where some of the kids just love it, but like the doctor has said, please don't just go and get a glasses because your child fancies wearing them. Go and get them checked whether they need it or not. And like she said, they have fashionable ones that can just be given to the kids that fancy wearing the glasses. Otherwise, their eyes are just going to be distorted even before it starts forming properly. Thank you so much, Dr. Osa. I wanted you to touch briefly before we come to our last question. On the money side, adults, why are we not going? Are we too busy? Is it also financial?
Honestly, it's all of the above. Some are too busy. Some are even like, there's nothing wrong with my eyes as long as, yeah, but you are squinting and you're doing that. Your arms is not long enough and you're not coming for sight test. No, so that they'll go and eat my money. That's very typical as well. And most times I'm happy, thank God for the women. I'm not saying the men, I'm trying, some of them are here. When they come for the sight test, it says because of my wife. Because when I'm reading, I'm doing like that, I'm squinting, and so she thinks that I should come and get classes. Honestly, I love my job because I see a lot of characters every time, you know. And yes, I can see. But when you not bring the chart, when you not said, okay, read so and so, and they'll open it as a guy, I can't see that line, and you're driving. DVLA standard, you are not meeting it right now. And then someone say, really? But I drive local anyway because I know the area. I said, you are endangering your life and the lives of other people on the road. I'm going to write it here now that I've advised you never to drive without your glasses. So, oh, is it that serious? I said, yes, because there's a DVLA standard that gives you that if you don't meet this particular standard, and I tell them, read that standard. I said, you see that line you just read? Once you cannot read that line, you didn't meet the DVLA standard. Or some of them, it's okay, I just use my glasses just for reading, for driving. Driving is distance. So why will you leave the car, the glasses in the car, and you're moving around and you're trying to recognize people, and people you're walking past them and they're saying, oh, you didn't greet me, oh, because you didn't see the person. So watch out from today. Maybe some people that didn't greet you on the way, it might be that they didn't really see you. Some patients will make a joke of it that, yes, I don't think I really want to see anybody. But it's very important. Yes, I don't know. Money, most some of them can afford it. Some of them just feel that, no, yes, thank you. The main thing, they think that glasses will spoil your eyes. That is the majority of my patients. They come, you see, people that are wearing glasses, they now have to get stronger ones. So the glasses have spoiled their eyes. So that's why I don't want to get glasses. I'm going to train my eyes. And they start going on Google or whatever they Google, and the first people are telling them you have to do some eye exercises. Some people come to me, I'm doing some eye exercises. I said, since you started doing the eye exercises, has it helped you? Are you under the age of 8? Then you can be doing eye exercises. Honestly, I get so many of that. Yes, that's what is the major thing. I don't want the glasses to spoil my eyes. I'll tell them, no, it's not the glasses, that is age. As we get older, the muscles of the eyes get weaker. So the glasses are helping your eyes to see properly. They are not damaging the eyes as long as you're wearing the right prescription. That's why I would say we've talked about the eye test, the time you should go. Some people we see them earlier than 2 years, within the 2 years category. If maybe the glasses after a while start getting blurry. There are some people that have cataracts. So with the cataract, it's progressing. So we need to be seeing them more But a lot of people, oh, it's because this, you see, since I started wearing glasses, my eyes have gone bad. I have my own example in my house here. My husband, so anytime he says that, I just laugh that. Hey, so you are part of my patient. So since I started wearing the glasses, now I said, please don't wear your glasses. If you don't wear it, you see your computer. You say you are getting eye strain. I said, I think it's the glasses that is spoiling my eyes. So I just give a good laugh and I'll tell him, see, this is what I get from my patient out there. Yes. So the glasses does not spoil the eyes. It's the age. So if there's anything you can do to stop yourself from growing, it's fine. That's what I tell a lot of patients. I said, can you stop growing then? Maybe today you are, maybe this year you are 25. So in the next 5 years, you remain 25. And they'll look at me, oh, that's not possible. I said, okay. So that's why your prescription will be increasing or however you see it. So that's it really.
Wow, thank you so much for that. You know, things like, especially us women. Oh, when I wear the glasses, it makes me look different. It distorts my beauty. It's a well, health comes first. Health comes first. You know, it's amazing that when you mention about you know, the men coming in saying that, oh, it's their wives that detected. It's like we should be aware of our bodies. We are really responsible for our bodies, but thank God for partners, you know, who pay attention to the other partner, because some partners don't care. So please, maybe this is an encouragement. Pay attention. Examine your partner's body. They are close to you anyway. They are the people's body you should be looking at, not somebody else's body outside there. And you will be the first person actually that might notice. Even some women, it's their husbands that detected that they had lumps, and they went to get themselves checked in the hospital. You know, so let's be observant with one another's body. So my last question, Dr. Osa, thank you, you've doing excellently. Lady Susan said, thanks, Dr. Osa, for this enlightenment. It goes a long way to check some of these issues and addressing them early is very key. Thank you so much for that. Lady Kadi was saying your presentation has been very brilliant. Lady Joy says thank you for the enlightenment. And Kingdom Gospel Church. I say thank you very much. So, last question for today, because like you said, this is so broad, we won't be able to cover everything, but we're really grateful for what we have so far. If we can all go and practice what we said so far, you know, it will help us. Can you please share some practical tips for maintaining good eye health in our daily lives? What are some of the practical tips that we can do? Because I know you were advising before that don't just do something by yourself. Come and get checked. We'll tell you what to do and all of those things. So, what are some of the practical tips we can use for maintaining our?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that question. Some practical tips we can do: good lid hygiene, clean your eyelids morning and evening. You find out that there are some people we termed as they got blepharitis. That's inflammation of the eyelids. One of the causes because they are not taking care of the eyelids. Their eyelids, I mean these eyelashes you see now, up and down. Close your eyes. Thank God for those of us that take our wash. You find that when you're washing your face, rub your eyes as well, but don't let the soap get into it. If the soap gets into your eyes, immediate thing you do is water, a lot of water. And I'm sure you've got all of our products that they write there that, oh, avoid them getting into your eyes. So a lot of water just rings, bait your eyes. So that's what we are now beginning to educate those people that already have those blepharitis. Some of them you find something that warms, that things are growing. Sometimes when you look at some people's eyes, it's like, oh my God, I just want to get something and start. Some of them it's not like it's now it's like when you have dandruff in the hair. That's how some people have it in their eyes. So and it now becomes so scaly that you can literally start pulling them off one by one. So it's in a bad state. Some of them they start bleeding in the eyes and all of that. You see the eyes are all red all through. So a lot of bathing of your eyes, lead hygiene as you're bathing, as you're taking your bath, you're rubbing your eyes up and down and just clean. How are the other things? Wear sunglasses correctly. Maybe if you have prescription, they'll give you the, we advise you by the optometrist to say wear prescription sunglasses. I'm sure people have heard about what we call cataract. They've heard about macular degeneration. Some of this is like maybe having sunburn when some people have the skin. You know, when the people, so they had a sunburn. You can actually have a sunburn in the eyes. It's going to straight to the back of the eyes. So those are the things which have people wear sunglasses. No, 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 I don't ever wear sunglasses. I'm like, it's not a fashion. Thank God for people that are wearing for fashion. They're actually protecting their eyes. You see some people come out with different types of sunglasses. I say, yes, that's it. But as long as you're not wearing indoors, that's the one I don't understand. People go to parties and they're wearing sunglasses indoors. Not that even the rays of the sun is coming in. The whole place is enclosed. And I'm like, please, I know we say wear sunglasses. It's for the sun. That's why it's called sunglasses. And some, yeah. So, and also these protective eyewears. You know, a lot of people that do all those welding and everything, a lot of them get what we call arc eye. Very painful. I've seen patients that a lot of them say, oh, I used to have arc eye. I'm like, are you not wearing protective goggles? You're welding, you're doing things that have ultraviolet rays. You need good protection. So, and I thank God for a lot of the companies here in the UK. They are bringing their patients they are bringing their employees so that they can come and get glasses for protection, protective goggles. So not just for food. So we do it. Those that wear prescription, we made the prescription that's tailor made to them for goggles. They now protect their eyes. So those are the things. Daily basis. Take regular breaks from the computer. We talked about eye strain. We've talked about not blinking properly. It's from the computer use. Take regular break. Practice blinking more often. Take your eyes from the computer, just blink. See, I'm blinking now. That's it. Just blink, 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 and you can get back. There's this thing we call 2020 rule. 20 minutes into your computer, 20 feet away. 20 minutes of blinking, and before you come back, 20, 20, 20. If we can get to do something like that. But some people say, oh, I'm at work the whole day, I'm using the computer. I'm sure they wouldn't mind after 30 minutes or 1 hour for you to look away somewhere else. It wouldn't be that urgent that was like, oh, you have to keep your eyes on that thing for like 5 hours at a stretch. Please, regular breaks from the hospital, regular sight test as advised by your optometrist. If you feel any problems, please, and please don't do your self-medication. We've seen people use steroids in their eyes and they've gone blind. Oh, I just went to the shop, but I'm so happy in the UK we don't get to see something like that. But those of you watching from outside the UK, in the African countries, please don't buy anything over the counter just for the eyes. There are optometrists and there are qualified ones in the places you are in, and there are some that are, I'll call them quacks and quote. They could have just a chemist. We have a lot of them there. They'll say, oh, this red eye you're just talking about, okay, take these drops. And at times they are steroidal drops. And people start using it. Oh, my eyes are better. No, at the end of the day, they start having more pain. Oh, they said it's working. That's why it's working. And I've even heard recently that somebody was using the urine, because some people, maybe some orthodox places, they'll just use urine to bait your eyes. And the person was complaining that I'm getting redness and pain with the urine. You say, yes, that's how it's working. When you start feeling that it's working, please, I beg of you, let not poverty or whatever it is ruin you of what you are supposed to have. If you have to get money, I'm sure even in those African countries, you can send somebody that will lend you money to go to a proper eye clinic and have your eyes checked. Please be careful about just over the counter things. Oh, yes. So I've seen some patients. Yeah, I think I have dry eyes. I bought it. I said, did somebody recommend this for me? Did you come to the optometrist? He said, no, 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 I just want to buy it by myself. So I've tried, but thank God the pharmacists are also working alongside with us. I said, but if you can't come to us, you can ask the pharmacist. So they can tell you, okay, yes, this one, at least they know it's safe enough. If you're having this, use this. Eye strain, things like that. Bathe your eyes, just like I said, clean it morning and evening, and just wash. And please, everything that has to do with makeup and all those things, when you do your eyelashes, try and take it off before you sleep. I wouldn't say don't use it, because suppose, oh, you don't want me to use eyelashes. But especially when it now becomes worse, there are some people we have actually told them, please don't use eyelashes anymore, because this thing has damaged your eyes. You are now having so much, and on, I mean, it might not be. Also, some of them have allergy. Immediately you put it, you start rubbing, and we find out that, and their eyes are dry, and they're using the eyeliner and everything else. It's even blocking the tear duct more, and it makes it worse. So some people, so if I don't use it, I don't look pretty. My eyes are too small. So I get that a lot. So, okay, once in a while, maybe you're going for a party or going outing or something, you can use it, but immediately you come back. Thank God they've got all those wipes that are. They'll tell you that that dermatologically tested. Go for things like that, non-alcohol, something to just wipe, or get something that you can use to clean your face. Take off those eyelashes before you sleep. Is good for you. And clean your eyes. Make all the makeup, let them go off you before you sleep in the night. And for those that wear contact lenses as well, we advise them. But there are some contact lenses you sleep in, but we that's the general another advice to people like that. But please, if you wear daily contact lenses and the ones that are not breathable, take them off before you sleep, and clean your eyes. It's very good. These eyes will bait it. If you don't bait yourself every day, which you should, your eyes should be baited. And yeah, take regular breaks. Avoid rubbing your eyes vigorously, because there are sometimes the itching. Oh, and you go like that. There are so many things that can damage the eyeball. The eyeball is very tender, just like we say, it's a hot air balloon. So if anything happens, it's there are some people that we have gone to some conditions. I won't have to mention it here now, because of so much rubbing. And you see your daughter or your child coming and they're doing that a lot with their eyes. Please stop that child. Instead, maybe try and bait the eyes, maybe whatever it is, and let them see the optometrist. Even for adults, stop rubbing your eyes vigorously. This can lead to a lot of eye problems. Yeah, and start prevent your children from doing this as well. Yeah, so I think I'll stop here for now. And if you feel any problems at all, please don't wait till your next eye test. Some say, oh, I just did an eye test. No, even if there's any problem, that same day you had did an eye test, go back for a checkup. Or maybe a few days after, go back and see your optometrist. And so many things that can be prevented. Is so summer is upon us now, so let's get the glasses out, sunglasses. It doesn't have to be very expensive ones. I tell my patient, oh, which type do I buy? No, they always write them on it, unless the ones that are not, just they will just dip in that 100% UV protection. Most times you write them 100% UV protection. Go for those kind of sunglasses. Yeah. So yeah, that's
I was shaking my head. Thank you so much. The reason I was shaking my head, thank God for His mercies over my eyes, because I suffer allergies sometimes, and wow, it makes me itch. I used to itch. It's a bit better now, but I used to itch my eyes so badly. It would go so until it gives me headache. I'm not going to lie. It's much better now, but that was and because I found it comfortable, like gave me when you're itching it's sweet. Then I wash it, then yeah, you still feel like there is stones inside, or it's much better now. But I think for people that suffer allergies, it can be challenging, not to eat, because it's like that's the that's the only sort of comfort that you have. So I will take that on board moving forward, because yeah, that's one of my weaknesses. I have itch my eyes. Yeah.
yeah. Can I just mention something like that as well? It might be that your eyes are dry, or the allergies. You might have to get an allergy medications on and drops that you can use. If you feel as if there's sand or anything like that, go for checkup and say, I need to do an test me for dry eyes, because we have a particular test we do for dry eyes. So we'll put it down, look, oh, your eyes are very dry. So these drops 3 to 4 times a day. Some people I say, look, there's no cure to dry eyes. So and all those allergies, a lot of people suffer it a lot, and you still, they have to really rub. But we've worked with the GPs, we've worked with the pharmacists, and we have been able to get some medications and some drops that helps a lot with those allergies. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Osa. I think we've received so much information. I've managed to type. Yeah, so much information. Thank you, Dr. Osa. God bless you richly. Yeah, everyone is saying thank you. You see, some of those things we take our time to come on here because on social media it is broad. A lot of people are using it. I like to use my platform to inform, to create awareness, to motivate people, all of us. As I do this, I'm doing it unto myself. So please, let us share this so that others can benefit. When you're talking about here how the GPs work closely with the pharmacies, we should be appreciating the fact that we are in countries where people don't do things. We know the business aspects of it, but imagine people from back home, they just go and pick any medication on the counter, because people have to sell. It's very money in interest in that sense. The interest is more in the money, and people can pick up anything. But thank God for places where we are, it is regulated. So you don't just go and pick anything. So please let us go through the right channel. Um, what's next? What's going on the side? When I was asking you today, I'm like, is there anything? You said you were working on a book. Well, I guess you forgot that you have this book that you have contributed to.
Yes. Thank God for unique women. Yes. So that's treasured. It's all on Amazon now. Yeah. So we co-authored it, and part of those people, 19 of us, came together and just wrote this book. And it's their life things that we talk about. So please go out there and get this book. Treasured. It's so, it's about hope, about, and people shared their hearts. Honestly, when I read through this book, people were honest, they were vulnerable, and people are going through this, and people are saying, wow. Even my own part I shared, people come to me and like, wow, this is so, anxiety, depression, these are the things people are going through. Please go get this book. you know yeah, it's treasured and it's available on Amazon. Triumph and Hope. We talk about stories like that. And yes, my book, another book is coming up now. I co-authored this one, and I did one as well that hello, I'm pleased to meet you. I think I've got my author, I've got my stamp on that as well. So, but my book will be coming out by God's grace next month. So watch the space.
Thank you. We will have a special session for that. We'll have a special session for that, Doctor. So it's a pleasure to share, to work on that journey with you, and I believe that launch will be awesome. We'll find a session to come and talk about that. So thank you for the many things you do. Thank you for all the eyes that you have cared for in this country. May God Himself watch over your own eyes, even as you make effort to watch over your own eyes. Thank you for what you do. You have to have a passion to be able to do such a thing, and I pray that you continue to save many, many more. You continue to educate many, many more. In the Lord's name, we pray. Thank you so much for your time, viewers. Let's give our doctor a thumbs up. Thank you to your family, because this is evening, it's like a family time, everybody's relaxing, but you've given yourself. Thank you, Daniel. Some people said they will make much effort to look after their eyes. I have a few comments on there. But thank you for taking time to come and share with us today. It's very, very important. And, I pray that you continue to go places, things like this. It's funny when it comes to health, people touch on certain things. People don't touch on certain things. Our eyes are so important. So I'm glad we've been able to talk about this. Thank you very much for coming on Practical Talk with Floris Lyman. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. And viewers, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for everyone who has contributed. Please remember to follow this page on Facebook, Practical Talk. Also on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to help me to customize as the page is growing. I want to say thank you all very, very much and have a great week ahead. Thank you so, so very much. Till then, Dr. Osa wants to say goodbye to you all.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you all. So take care of your eyes from henceforth. Yeah, no excuse now. Bye.